Welcome to spring. Springtime weather makes me think about a lot of different things when it comes to our animal friends, mostly bugs. So a lot of creatures come out to play in the springtime. We're back to the mosquitoes, which means heartworm disease. We're back to the fleas and the ticks. And believe it or not, we're going to talk about why flea and tick protection is really important year-round. So this spring weather had me thinking about talking about bugs. So let's first talk about some of the products that we carry here at Living Springs. I want to chat with you about these because there's a lot of products on the market right now. Dr. Google has a ton of flea and tick medicine, a ton of heartworm disease protection. Chewy.com has a plethora of things. We here at Living Springs only carry a few different varieties, and I really want to explain to you why we carry what we do to help you make the best decision for your pets. Now, everything I tell you, these are products that I believe in, that Living Springs Veterinary Care believes in, and products that I use for my own pets. Okay? First off, let's talk about heartworm disease. Heartworm disease is a disease that is spread by mosquitoes. Mosquitoes take a blood meal from an infected dog, and then when they bite your dog, they actually inject the mosquito babies into your pet. Those mosquito babies then live in their circulation and eventually travel to their heart. That takes 6 months. That's important. 6 months for those baby heartworms to travel to the heart. In the heart, that's where the adult heartworms will multiply and reproduce and shed more baby heartworms. Those baby heartworms get shed into the bloodstream. A mosquito comes up, takes a blood bath, blood meal from that infected dog, and on the cycle goes. So we do recommend and encourage heartworm testing for your dogs once a year. Now remember, I said that 6 months is important because we don't need to test puppies until they're over 6 months of age. Because remember, it takes 6 months for a baby heartworm to get to the heart and become an adult heartworm. What we do need to do, however, is start everyone on heartworm protection. Now, we carry 2 very important forms of heartworm protection here at Living Springs. The one we mainly carry is Sentinel Spectrum. Sentinel Spectrum is a once-a-month chewable, so the dogs eat these tablets once a month, and it protects them against heartworm disease. The other product we carry is a topical protection. That's Advantage Multi. This is a topical protection, which means it just goes on the skin of the dog. This is great for dogs that have food allergies, okay, but may not be as great for dogs that have sensitive skin. So work with your veterinarians and our really well-trained staff to determine what product is best for your dog. So, heartworm disease. We need to test once a year to make sure they have not been exposed. As long as that test comes back negative, we will recommend putting them on a heartworm protection, either a chewable version or a topical version. So that's heartworm disease. These are our main heartworm protection products, but there's more reasons why we carry these than just heartworm disease. That brings me to more of the bugs. So these also are multi-labeled products. They cover more than just heartworm protection. Sentinel Spectrum doesn't only cover heartworm disease. It also protects your dogs from whipworms, hookworms, tapeworms, and flea protection. Now, the flea protection is only a magic trick that you get when you give this with food for your dogs. When given with food, the Sentinel Spectrum will kill any baby fleas that try and take a blood meal from your dog. Multi-protection for heartworm disease, flea protection, whipworm, hookworm, and tapeworm internal parasites. Advantage Multi also has a combination effect. Advantage Multi will also protect against heartworms, flea protection, hookworms, roundworms, whipworms, and mange. So this one is multifaceted for external and internal parasites, very similar to Sentinel Spectrum for internal and external parasites. We have a third item that we recommend here for more outside bug protection. That is Advantix. Now, my personal dogs get both of these products once a month. Actually, my dogs are a little bigger. They get the big dog version once a month. So, why both of these? Let's talk about Advantix 2. Advantix 2 covers all of the external bugs that they're going to come in contact with. This is mosquito protection, flea protection, tick protection, biting fly protection, and lice protection. So, lots going on with this one. This one is waterproof, not water resistant. It's a topical product that you put directly on the skin of your dog. One application lasts 1 month. So this is the recommendation for the external parasites: mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, biting flies, and lice. I am starting to recommend heartworm protection and external parasite protection year-round for our animals. If you're only worried about the heartworm protection carried by mosquitoes, you can make a good claim to say we only need that in the spring and summer months. But I will also tell you, I have seen a few rogue mosquitoes out there when they're not supposed to be, and I will also tell you that fleas and ticks are year-round problems, even in Colorado, even with our winters. Why, you ask? Great question. Because we have the animals that carry them around us year-round. That's your coyotes, that's your deer, that's your pronghorn antelope, your raccoons, your foxes. They are all carrying fleas and ticks that your animals can be exposed to year-round, even in Colorado, even in the wintertime. That's why I'm heavily encouraging and recommending heartworm protection and external parasite protection year-round for your animals. All of these products that we carry are all once-a-month products, either oral, as in with food, they can eat them, or topical, that goes on their skin and hair. I want to show you how to do that. So, this is Buttons. Buttons is going to show you today how easy it is to get the application of the Advantix 2 put on her once a month. The box comes with these separate individual packages. Thank you for your help. You have to get into the package, potentially with scissors. Inside the package is one little vial. Take the cap off the vial, turn it upside down, open it up. This one vial I spread all over her. Use the entire vial, but I don't put it all in one spot. So we have to put this directly on the skin level. So because she has such thick hair, you want to separate the hair, put a little drop in that spot. That's good. I go over to her other shoulder, put a little drop there. I'll put a little drop right at the base of the skull because, as we know, those biting flies like to eat on their ears. So that drop at the base of the skull is going to protect all the bugs around her head. So base of the skull, both shoulders. I'll even put some over each hip and in the back area. One vial, spread it all out, all over your dog. That is dog flea, tick, mosquito, heartworm protection. So, recap in a nutshell. Sentinel Spectrum is the chew we're going to use mainly to prevent heartworm protection, hookworm, tapeworm, whipworm, and flea protection, but you got to give it with food. Advantage Multi is the topical product we're going to use to protect against heartworm disease, fleas, hookworms, roundworms, whipworms, and mange. Advantix 2 will protect against all the external parasites, the fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, biting flies, and lice. That's dog. This is a lot different for cats. So let's talk about cats. Cats absolutely can get heartworm disease. It seems to be a bit more rare in the felines, but it is possible. We don't test them every year like we do dogs because thus far it's still a bit more rare for them to get heartworm disease. But I do want to talk to you about the importance of protection with cats and how cats are so much different than dogs. So everyone loves Patsy. So Patsy is going to help me demo today as long as we hold her patience level intact. So we talked about Advantix 2. This is for dogs. Clearly stated on here, no cats. Please pay attention to this. You cannot put Advantix 2 on cats. And I don't mean to be overly dramatic about this, but Advantix 2, if put on a cat, unfortunately will be fatal. Not only is the box labeled not for cats, each individual vial also will clearly state on there, do not use in cats. Once you open up that package and get to the vial, this will also have a warning on it, do not use on cats. So the company has done everything in their power to make sure that people know not to use this product on cats. What we do recommend for cats is Advantage Multi. Advantage Multi for cats. The cat on the box says for cats. So this is, again, a monthly topical application. This protects against heartworm disease, fleas, hookworms, roundworms, and ear mites, which is super important, especially in our outdoor barn cats out here. Side note, you can also use Advantage Multi as heartworm protection and flea protection in ferrets. It is a topical, it is a liquid. You put it on them once a month, just like you do the dog version. Inside the box are, again, single-use vials. One vial out of the package. Pretty easy to break it open. Same as with the dogs. Take the cap off, flip it over, push it back in. That opens the vial. Same as dogs, you do want to separate the hair to get it directly on the skin level. Put a few drops here. Sometimes that vial doesn't open the first time. Push and a twist on that one opened it up. Separate the hair. Put it right on the skin. Same with the dogs. I spread it around. Patsy's doing amazing. Separate the hair right on the skin. I spread it around on them. Really? Oh my gosh. So that's it. One application lasts 1 month. This is normal Patsy. So a lot of questions I get asked. What if my dog has Advantix 2 on them and my cat sleeps with my dog or lives with my dog? As long as your cat is not grooming the spots on your dog where the product was placed, you'll be safe. They can be in casual contact. I think Patsy's done. They can be in casual contact with each other. They can even sleep with each other. If your cat is a very heavy groomer of your dog, then you're going to have to separate them at least for one evening. Put the application on your dog, Take your dog and cat in separate rooms, let it dry overnight. Then the next day they can hang out again and they can groom. That won't be a big deal. That kind of leads me into something else to discuss with you. What if my dog has dry skin or has skin problems and these products aren't working? The products are labeled for once a month application, but if your dog's skin is too dry, or if your dog is swimming a lot at the lake this summer, you may need to apply it more often, and you can. It's safe to do that. If your dog does have dry skin, we will recommend some products to keep their skin and hair coat healthy. Those two products are the Omega Derms. These are in a capsule formulation, and this is a different form of Omega Derm in a liquid formulation. This is super easy. This contains single-use packets. You cut open one packet and squirt the liquid right on their food. These are capsules that are very similar to vitamin E capsules. So you can poke them with a pin, squeeze them all over your food. I'll tell you a secret, if you're my dog Zipper eats these capsules, no problem, like they're treats. But if you're as perfect as Buttons is, she'll have nothing to do with these capsules. I have to use the liquid on her, and she eats the liquid in her food. So, several applications. These fatty acid supplements will help keep your animal's skin and hair healthy. It'll keep their hair from drying out too much, and it will help these topical products last longer. I hope that solves some of the mystery behind all of the different heartworm protections, all of the different dewormers, flea protections out there. There's a bunch out there. If you have any questions, please let us know. Our well-trained staff will absolutely help guide you through the flea, tick, heartworm disease conundrum that's out there. But we tried to make it very easy here at Living Springs and just carry the products that we believe in, that we trust, and we know we're going to keep your animals healthy. The same products I use on my dogs.